in Forgotten Canyon lies Defiance House, our concern of the moment. Here is the mouth of Forgotten Canyon. This, the camp established at the mouth of the canyon. Starting their long 5-mile walk, the crew moves at sunup upstream to Defiance House. Defiance was very unusual in being entirely unmolested by white or other visitors since the Indians abandoned it. It was protected both by its distance from the river and by the presence of 2 very steep, narrow constrictions forming actual waterfalls in the floor of the canyon. These obstruct travel toward the site. Alongside the first falls are some aboriginal hand and toe steps which the archaeologists used as a bypass. On beyond the falls, there is a long walk on the slick rock. Then come the second falls, which must be bypassed on a narrow ledge on the canyon wall. Of the full pool limit of Lake Powell. It is hoped that Defiance can be developed as a tourist attraction when the lake fills. These little figures, brandishing weapons and holding shields, give the site its name, Defiance House. This is the steep slope, steepest just below the ruin. The defiant pictographs. The major portion of the site is in this alcove. There are several well-preserved buildings as well as some collapsed structures. To the south of the major alcove, in what the boys called the annex, there are a few more rooms. At the center of the picture, 2 men scale the steep slope into the alcove. Defiance House was exciting because no white man had apparently been there before us. There were pottery vessels, whole and broken, and other objects lying around on the surface of the ground. Many buildings were intact. This was a cache of 2 bowls, just a few inches below the sand which had blown in after the bowls were hidden behind the stone slab until they were needed again. You can begin to see the first bowl now. The dark, round shape. Before it is removed, a black and white photograph is taken for record purposes. Then, as usual, before an object is removed from its original position, a detailed map or sketch is made of the relationship of the specimen to the natural and man-made features of the site. Here it is, the first vessel, a fire-blackened, saggy, orange-ware bowl. On the inside, the stains of its last contents, a gruel or mush of some sort. Found on the surface, broken, but with all the pieces still there, another pot was saved to be restored later. It is nowadays very unusual to find a site so little molested as this one. This view emphasizes a difference in masonry construction between the big room and the better-made, smaller one. This is one of the sacred kivas at the site, a circular subterranean room with roof almost intact. To the west of it was its ventilator, capped with this round stone. Still protruding from the roof was the ladder by means of which entry into the kiva was made. Here, the lashings of the ladder's bottom rung. At the pottery cache, another bowl has been uncovered, almost exactly